Zebec was on fire today, guys. I love to see it. We talked about it yesterday. I told you guys. Did I not tell you guys? Did I not tell you that with this airdrop announcement, it was going to go off? And that's exactly what happened. But today, let's have a little fun. Okay. Let's talk about this ship thing. Okay. You guys know how I love symbolism. Let's talk about the ship thing and see if we can connect some dots. And I would love to see what you guys think about this, because there's enough dots where it's like, okay, that's enough coincidences until maybe there's something to that. So let's have a little fun. Let's celebrate today. And yeah, let's get it. And as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it, guys. Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on our Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing.
What is up, guys? What's up, crypto warriors? We back in the house on a Thursday. Gonna have a little fun today. We're gonna do a little price target first, and then we're gonna get into like the fun of everything, right? I know people have been ballying about like different price targets, and I just think that they're not as realistic as they could be. So I want to make sure I give you guys realistic price targets here. So we're going to go over that, and then we're going to go over all these different connections with the ship. So let's go ahead and share screen. But first, let me hit you with the DCENT Wallet commercial. And boom. Your crypto deserves the best protection. So why settle for less? DCENT Crypto Wallet isn't just another wallet. It's safe, secure, easy to use, and supports your favorite cryptocurrencies all at the touch of a button. And now with my exclusive link, you'll save $30 on your new wallet. Better security, smarter investing, $30 in your pocket. Click on the link now and secure $30 for one, $99 for two. I store my Zebec on there and other places. You can store your XLM on there. You can store your XRP on there. We're going to definitely talk about those today too as well. And also you can see here with this link here, we're doing futures trading on the Patreon. It's been a very, very good time, especially with Bitcoin going up to what Bitcoin went up to, all-time high. It's been a very nice time trading futures. So if you want to learn how to trade futures, if you want to learn how to use certain charts, including astrology, to trade the market, well, you want to get the Patreon, and you want to fund your BTC account where you can get free USD if you fund your account. So definitely check out the link there if you're interested. Also here, yeah, that's what we'll do here. And let's go ahead and share the screen. Okay, here we go. So let me see. First, we're going to start with the price target. So I had been seeing something going around where it was like ZBCN, if it reaches $1.5 million market cap, it'll be at 15 cents. That's incorrect. That's not accurate, not factual at all. Okay, so this is market cap of A. Show market cap of A with the price of B, or show price of A with market cap of B. So ZBCN right now is around this, and CASPA is around this. So should ZBCN reach CASPA's market cap, it would be at 0.037 cents. So 3.7 cents, right? Which is a 14x from here, right? So basically that would be ZBCN going from 200 million to 3 billion market cap. Okay. CASPA did it, and ZBCN could as well. Now, I just want to point out one thing to you. CASPA went from, well, it took it like about 2 years, but it was like an early runner of this bull market that we just had. It went from 0.006 all the way up to 20 cents. Okay. And I think it even went higher than 20 cents. But anyways, but if you take 20 cents as an example, right, then it's double. It went to double what it is right now. So basically, at one point in time, CASPA was at 6 million market cap. So at 6 million market cap, that would put ZBCN around my price target, which was between 5 and 10 cents. It would put it at like 7 cents. Okay. So again, I think I'm giving you guys good reasons why we can hit 5 to 10 cents. Of course, something like XRP went like from 0.006 to $3. Could it do that? It's possible, but what's more likely? I'm thinking from 5 to 10 cents. Okay, so whatever is going around saying 1.5 billion market cap ZBCN is 15 cents, that is inaccurate. Okay, that is inaccurate, and I feel like I have to let you guys know that is inaccurate. Okay, so let me go ahead here, and I think you guys saw that. Let me see. Yeah, I think you guys saw that. So let me go ahead and go to the chat, see some of the people in the chat. What's up, Delta Ghost Zero? What's up, WF Capital? What's up, Milk Money? What's up, Senku Ishigami? What's up, Kurt Dog? My 47 million CPEC is looking fine, 100%, bro. What's up, BK Crypto? What's up, DE.R? What's up, Eric OG? What's up, ISO J? What's up, Reno Gamble? Reno Gamble, it's been a while, brother. What's up? What's up? Gerald Draper, what's up? Blackout, what's up? D Black, bro, what up, bro? What up, Kirk Dog? What's up, Dave F? What's up, Let's Square? What's up, Tony S? What's up, Christian Hunter? What's up, Kid Grabo? What is up, C. Allen? Okay, now we get into the fun part of the show to me, which is the symbolism. Okay, shout out to our guy, Ghost. We're just gonna have some fun, right? Of course, let's look at the price as a Zebec. What did I tell you guys yesterday, huh? What did I say yesterday? You can't say I didn't say it yesterday. You can pull up the show from yesterday. I was like, okay, you think 2.4 is going to be something? Just wait until this is really announced. It's just going to shoot up from here on. And we went all the way up to like what? 33.0032. Okay, let's say 0.00232. Okay, we went all the way up there, and we're kind of holding in this yellow zone, which is pretty good. But again, this airdrop announcement, it's just going to keep going. It's going to keep going because people are going to figure out, okay, well, I'm going to get rewarded for an airdrop. It's just going to uphold coffers with more and more and more and more and more and more and more. It's a brilliant move from Zebec. It's also a brilliant move from them. The things that they talked about in AMA, a Ripple partnership coming, Stellar, more talks with Stellar. So more on that later. We're going to talk about Ripple and Stellar. along with Zebec here, but it's honestly going to keep going, guys. That's my thought, not financial advice. Do whatever suits your boat with your portfolio. But I've told you guys my price target 5 to 10 cents. I've also given you even more reasons to back that up just now by looking at Caspa, and we did a great job of looking at Caspa, not by the number of tokens, right? Because somebody could say, well, Caspa and Zebec don't have the same amount of tokens. No, we looked at Caspa as far as market cap. And as far as market cap goes, if Zebec hits a $6 million market cap in a bullish time, then it would be right at our price target. Okay. It would be right at our price target. So I think there's enough with that. And then we can hit our guy, Ghost. Ghost was one of the few first people I saw kind of connect all of this stuff. I know we talked about Zebec a little bit as far as like that it was this ship. I forget who brought it up on the show, but I think Ghost was the first person I've seen to like connect not only Zebec the ship to all of these pictures that have been out here, right? So he says you still don't see the connection between Zebec. Watch this. Zebec and XRP, watch this. I know you can't hear this. I know you can't hear this. It's not important that you hear this, but I'll do it anyway so you can hear it. I know you can't hear it right now. Let me stop and let me share that. I know Jetpack has also shared this. I don't know who the first person to share it was, but
here in Singapore, I believe you get paid once.
I'm just going to play it.
Here in Singapore, I believe you get paid once a month. In the United States, you get paid once every 2 weeks. Has everybody thought about why you get paid once a month or once every 2 weeks? It comes down to the friction of payments. And if we can remove the friction of payments, why can't you get paid every day? Or even more crazily, why don't you get paid every hour or every second? You could have a stream of value showing up in your whatever repository of value. Now, why you need to get paid every second, I'm not sure. But I do think there's a lot of dynamics that have been built around getting paid every 2 weeks or getting paid every month. And as we remove the friction of payments and make that dramatically easier, I think you're going to see secondary and tertiary effects that are very difficult to predict, just like we couldn't have predicted Grab 20 years ago. Here in Singapore.
So Brad Garlinghouse talking about getting paid every second. And even he says in the video, I don't know why you would want to get paid every second, but it's clear to me, it seems, at least from the video, that he might have had some talks with Zebec. Okay. To say that, right? Getting paid by the second. Okay. And that's why Ghost has this comment here. Still don't see the connection between Zebec and Zebec, tomato. And XRP, watch this and you will. Okay. And then the whole thing about the ship, which we'll get into here in just a second. So let's see here. Now, where do we want to go from this? So let's go to Zebec, the ship. Okay. So now this is going to require me to come back out and share everything again. Now I'll share the entire screen. Okay, so now this is where I say Zebec and Zebec, like tomato to me, because if you look up the ship, right? So Zebec, also spelled like they spell it, Zebec, and said phonetically here is Zebec. But of course, the COO says Zebec, so we can say Zebec, we can say Zebec. We're gonna use them synonymously. Okay, so it is a Mediterranean sailing ship. Remember that, and remember this picture. You see this picture right here. Remember that picture. Like remember this picture. Okay. That originated in the Barbary States. Algeria was mostly used for trading. Okay, so trading, money, water, all of that. Of course, ripple is water, a ripple on a wave or whatever. And water, of course, we've been over this many times before, how water is related to money. Water, you can almost think about it as money. And you can even get so deep as to talk about maritime law. And all of our laws, in actuality, are maritime laws. All of them. But that would get so deep, we really couldn't even talk about it. But shout out to my guys who know that. I'm sure if you're like a bay, you know that. Shout out to you bays out there. But I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Those guys know what I mean when I'm talking about that. All laws are maritime laws. And since all laws are maritime laws, they all have to do with commerce. Water, commerce, maritime law is essentially the same thing. So here, if we go down here, they show different versions of a Zebec. This is the one that we really should just focus on here. But yeah, so basically a trading ship, is very, very important to trade money and to trade goods via trading ships. The Knights Templar, the Venetians, they controlled this. They controlled money. Coincidentally enough, their symbol is a lion. And if you look at certain banks, they have the symbol of the lion. But that's we could get really deep with that too. We're not even going to touch that. We'll just stay on the ship for now. So Zebec, the ship, again, we see here the ship. But what is this ship that Ghost has here? What is that all about? So as far as I can tell, it seems like Brad Garlinghouse posted this, okay? And he says, the tides are shifting, headwinds are turning to tailwinds, and the opportunity for us who believe in the future of XRP is enormous. So he posted a Zebec with a knight kind of basically in front of a king, and this guy looking into the sunlight, okay, on ripples of water. Okay. Now, I tried to see where it was that he posted this. It seems like he took it down. I went through Twitter or X's reserves, and I can't find it. Maybe he took it down. But I have multiple sites saying he said the tides are shifting. The tides are shifting. Multiple sites saying that. But I don't see the original tweet anymore. So I have to take XRP Drop's word for it that this was a Brad Garlinghouse tweet. Okay. So there's one of these right here. This is one that Brad Garlinghouse posted. There's another one that someone else posted. Let's see if I can find it. This one. So Rob Cunningham, the Cool Show. I'm not familiar with him, but this was on December 24th, 2024. And you got the Zebec with the kind of Ukrainian blue and gold, and then the green. And then you got a knight with light. And it seems like from the kind of the same series, because you got this weird looking whammy, if you guys remember that game show where they had these things called whammies. This guy looks like a little whammy. You got the little light, and you got the liquidity, the ripple in the water, all kind of going to the sunlight and the kingdom here. So again, remember all of this, okay? Remember all of that. So again, this is very, very, so now we got Brad Garlinghouse kind of posting a Zebec, possibly. And we got another kind of riddle question with another Zebec, and a light and some liquidity. Okay. Now, let's go to the whole beef bourguignon thing, if you guys remember that, right? So, Brad Garlinghouse met with Trump. So did Stuart Alderati. I think it is his name, Alderati. And these are both Ripple guys. And supposedly they ate beef bourguignon, and that's to symbolize a deal being struck. And of course, they take a picture right behind a couple of what looks like to be Zebecs in the background on ripples of water. Okay, I saw somebody saying something about green candles, but I don't think the green candles is it. I think it's the Zebec. It's kind of interesting. Like when you put that on top of Brad Garlinghouse possibly posting that. I wasn't able to confirm, but Brad Garlinghouse possibly posting this Zebec picture. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there. And then you put that on top of what we just listened to, Brad Garlinghouse talking about payments by the second. Maybe there's something there. Are we all following right now? Are we all following right now? So if you want to go even more on top of, okay, well, is there even more to that? Well, let's go to Zebec's investors and XRP's investors. Okay. So we got Lightspeed, right? And then we go to XRP or Ripple. Well, the water, right? Ripple. We also have Lightspeed. So there are investor connections. So it would kind of make sense that maybe XRP helps Zebec, maybe Zebec helps XRP because they have common investors. One directly with Lightspeed Ventures, but then if you look at Pantera Capital and you look at different things here, when you talk about Andreessen Horowitz, and we know Andreessen Horowitz, and if we go back here, Andreessen Horowitz, I can't say it like Max. I'm not even gonna try. You know, Andreessen Horowitz was an initial investor in Coinbase Ventures. So again, you could say Coinbase Ventures and Lightspeed and Andreessen Horowitz are shared partners of Zebec. Okay, so then you can throw in Circle. We know Circle was related to Stellar at a time, and then if we go back, right, Pantera Capital, we know that's Jan McCaleb is related to those guys, so there's matching stuff there. So again, more connections to just say maybe there's even more stuff there. Okay, now let's get even deeper down this hole. Okay, so ships symbolism. Let's see if we can find that here. Again, this is really fun stuff for me. I hope this is a little fun for you guys. Let's see. Where did I put that? Okay, this is from U of Mich, so Michigan University. Ships are generally larger than boats, but many share the same meanings. They can be solar or lunar, carrying these two celestial bodies across the sea. With their close connection to water, ships often bear significance as fertility symbols and are linked to the Great Mother. The Christian church is sometimes referred to as a ship or ark, the mast of the ship being the cross. Now, I want to throw somebody into the fray that people don't talk about much, and it's the god Janus, right? Jetpack has been talking about the Genius Act, in which Janus, is there a connection there? It kind of sounds like maybe there's no connection there, but the Genius Act will allow for the US to use stable coins. And what is Ripple possibly going to buy? That USDC, so they would be in control of the stable coins. Could the stable coins be a passage or a way into the next financial revolution, right? So try to follow me here. So the god Janus, right, is also represented by the number 11, but the month of January is attributed to the god Janus. Okay, this is the god of beginnings, gates, transitions, time, duality, doorways, passages, frames, and endings. So he's generally depicted as having two faces. The reason why this is kind of important, and this being the Chinese year of the snake, and the snake is kind of the Aurora Boros. It's both the beginning and the end. A snake eating its own tail. We're kind of with crypto and the old system reaching a beginning and end, if you will, an end of the old system and the beginning of a new one. Okay, so yeah, the god Janus kind of depicts this. Okay, now if we scroll down here, we're gonna see some things that represent Janus. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so identifying him with the light, okay, lumens, right? The light lumens, the sun, Solana, right? The moon, like a lot of the things that are representative of the god Janus are a lot of these cryptocurrencies that have been named, right? A lot of them. The moon, Terra Luna, time, Chronos, movement. There's a crypto named the movement. The year, doorways, bridgers, chain link. All of those are doorways or bridges, right? He's a very overlooked god, this Janus, if you will. But the reason he came up to me, right, is not only for this light, is this transition of an old system to a new one. This this kind of new beginning that I feel like we're having in this crypto market. And if we look at those pictures, right, we saw some light, we saw some different things like that. And when I looked up the Latin for stellar lumens, right, it says in Latin, stellar or stellaris means, like, if you know Latin, you can decipher a lot of different things. But anyways, pertaining to the stars or starry, it derives from stella, the Latin word for star. The term carries connotations of anything related to stars, such as their light, position, or celestial nature. Yes, stellar lumens could be interpreted as starlight in Latin, because that's why I was like, oh, so stellar lumen sounds like starlight to me. And you say, yeah, yes, it could be interpreted that way. Together, stellar lumens loosely translates to light of the stars or starlights. In the context of being of the cryptocurrency stellar lumens, this name evokes a celestial radiant quality aligning with this branding as a platform for financial transactions shining across borders, or also being a light bridge across borders. Because if you look at different things, they have interstellar. They have all bridge that connects to it, all bridge and interstellar. All of those, again, bridge terminology, again, the terminology to the god, quote unquote, Janus, right? So a lot of different connections that could be made there, but all kind of coming back to these pictures, which I'm not sure who puts out these pictures. Maybe you guys know who the person is that puts out these pictures like this, but it's kind of ironic, or it's kind of interesting to see Brad Garlinghouse possibly posting one of these. So could it be the light or the stellar lumens and the Zebec and the liquidity of Ripple leading to the light, or the Janus, or the sun, or the transition, or the bridge, or the pathway, if you will? Could that be? I don't know. I think it's interesting to think about, especially seeing as how Trump and Al Doradi, they decided to pose in front of this picture. Garlinghouse decided to post this and say there were shifting tides. Headwinds are turning to tailwinds. The opportunity for those who believe in us in the future is enormous. This knight here, not sure what this king is all about on this glacier. And I'm not sure what these things are right here. There are three of them. It's interesting when we look at Bitcoin going to 111, right? That adds up to 3. I don't know. And I'm not sure here, other than these Ukrainian colors, I'm not sure, is that for green? What's this blue and yellow for? Not sure. I think somebody else was trying to say what that was up here, maybe. But I don't know. Who knows, right? I think there was maybe one more other thing that I wanted to connect. So this year, a pope opened the pope that just passed. He opened the door, and usually whoever opens this door usually closes the door, but it's kind of odd, like this whole ritual. It never been done before in 25 years. And if you guys know about the number 25 or 52, like the inverted, if you inverted that would be 52. And there are 52 weeks in a year. There are 52 cards in a deck of playing cards. 52 is a pretty kind of big number when it comes to, like, again, like a kind of beginning and end type of thing. But yeah, it says the Pope opened the door on December 24th, 2024, which oddly enough is the same date that this guy posted this. Rob Cunningham of the Cool Show. That's the same date he posted this. This is kind of interesting that he posted that on that same day, but could it coincidence? I don't know. Who knows? The Pope opened the Holy Door on December 24th, 2024, marking the beginning of the Holy Year of 2025. Again, 52, 25 years. A tradition normally celebrated in the church every 25 years as a time of spiritual renewal and pilgrimage. His death 4 months later means that the Holy Door will be sealed by his successor, an unprecedented moment in modern history of Jubilee celebrations. Okay. And I know, shout out to Crypto Ronin. I know he talks about the Jubilee a lot. I know different people talk about the Jubilee a lot. Only once before the Jubilee begun under one pope and concluded by another. In 1700, Pope Innocent the 12th, already gravely ill, gave his blessing for the start of Jubilee and had declared in 1699, but was unable to preside at the opening of the Holy Door. He died in 1700, and it fell to Pope Clement XI, later elected that year to close the Holy Door and conclude the Jubilee. There have been other instances in which a Jubilee was proclaimed by one pontiff and carried out by another. In 1389, the Pope Urban VI declared that the following year to be a holy year by changing the cycle of Jubilee celebrations to be observed every 33, interesting number, years. His death that year meant that the holy year 1390 was presided over by Pope Boniface IX. May God bless Pope. Was this Leo the 15th? I'm going to say 15th. Okay, so some interesting stuff there. That a door or a passage or a gateway was opened. Again, back to the whole Janus thing, right? I don't know. It's just a lot of different connections. I want to know what you guys think about it. Could there be something there with the XRP and the Zebec, and that they keep showing these ships? Because Zebec was around in 2024. They were around. Okay. So what do you guys think? Let's see here. Let's go up to our questions. Here first. BK Crypto Boom. Why WF Capital. Yo, what's up, brother? Checking in, Milk Money 25. There we go with that 25. Checking in. Thank you for the updates. Hope everyone is good. Sinku Ishigami. Yo, Kurt Dog with this with the Zebecs right there. My 47 mil Zebec is looking fine. Zebec. Love it, bro. The bigger picture. My 100 million looking better. Ooh, love it. Delta Ghost 0. dr.de.r. What's up? What's up, peeps? Eric OG. ISO J. What's going on? Help the stream Blackie. Good to see you. Still flying a flag. Let's get it. I think we need to break resistance any minute. The 1 hour chart moves like the 1 minute now. Good volatility. Blackrue, no problem. Reno Campbell. What a day. Gerald Draper. What's up, Blackout? On fire. What's up, D Black? Kurt Dog, what's good, Rue? Your music intro is the best in the space. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. That's a banger. Yeah, shout out to Indigo Saint, man. He really did a good job with that song, man. I love it. It really, really encompasses the show. One of these days, I might have the whole song as an outro because the rest of the song is even fire. It's fire. Dave F, what up, brother? What up? What up, D Black again? What's up, Les Square? Let's go, Tony S. What's up with XPR Rue? We pumping again, baby. Christian Hunter. Let's see here. Let's go. What up, bro? Let's go. Shout out to the Crypto Crossroads show. Me and bro are gonna have something cooking up pretty soon. Be on the lookout for that. We just gotta get it. We gotta get it settled and worked out. Let's bring his channel up right quick. Let me see. Crypto. Let's see if it'll do it for us. Let's see if it'll do it through YouTube. There we go. There we go. Definitely check out Bro Chris Crypto Crossroads show. Killing it out here. And again, he just started his channel 2 months ago. And when I trust me when I tell you, Bro has some good knowledge. He shared this with me before he's had his channel. So I know Bro knows how to do his research. If you haven't checked out his show, you're missing out. He's on Light Link right now, which just talking to Bro, I got some Light Link because he was in on it, and his research checks out. So definitely check out the Crypto Crossroads show if you guys haven't already. Bro's a rising star out here. He's a rising star out here. Jay Borden, what's up? Crypto Plumber 589 with the 589, the XRP guy. What's up? My sister's in the house. Hey, Crew, hit that like button. Really helps the channel and the algorithm to share this great information with others. Thank you. Back of Valley. Zebec is fire. Now waiting for XPR to make its run. What up, Ruel? Let's go. Get that paper, fam. 100%. I'm trying to get my 20 million, bro. I wish I was on point at 0009 or lower. I feel you, bro. Airdrop, the airdrop, they haven't announced it officially, but they're saying it's coming in June. So I think it's even going to take off even more when we get the official announcement. Zebec was a ship. Check my post, fam. Yep, 100%. GS, hello, Ruin team. GS ZBCN was 100%. All-time high in 24 hours. We will see. What's up, Shauna Reese? Where do we go to get it? You can get it on Caleb and Brown. Shout out to Caleb and Brown. They are affiliates of the show. Caleb and Brown delivers a personalized premium service to crypto trading. Each customer gets their own dedicated broker to contact at any time, getting the latest insights or on crypto trends and guidance when you need it. I highly recommend Caleb and Brown. Love these guys. They have XRP, they have XCN, and they also have Zebec. So definitely check out Caleb and Brown if you haven't already. If you're looking for a place to buy Zebec, you can buy it on Caleb and Brown. Okay. And also help the channel doing something you were going to do anyway. So shout out to Caleb and Brown. Really appreciate the affiliate partnership. What about this airdrop? Yeah, we don't have any news other than come June, Uphold's going to announce it. Check out my previous show because we go over a previous airdrop that Uphold did. So that kind of gave us an idea of where the price could go. Okay. So definitely check out my previous show here because we went over where the price could go, right? Based off of a previous Uphold airdrop. What wallets hold Zebec? Well, DCENT Wallet holds Zebec. I'm not sure if you saw the commercial, but definitely another good time to play it. It's only 33 seconds, so let's just play it right now. Your crypto deserves the best protection, so why settle for less? DCENT Crypto Wallet isn't just another wallet. It's safe, secure, easy to use, and supports your favorite cryptocurrencies all at the touch of a button. And now with my exclusive link, you'll save $30 on your new wallet. Better security, smarter investing, $30 in your pocket. Click on the link now and secure. Definitely want to check out DCENT Wallet. I have 2 DCENT wallets, and you can get 2 for $99 off with the link. Helps the channel, and again, helps the channel in a way you are already probably going to buy a cold storage wallet. So why not buy it with my discount? There you go. So I have many. I got like 10 wallets, and like 6 of them are cold storage, so I would definitely suggest having more than one wallet. You never want to have your stuff in just one, So holders on Uphold receive. Yep, holders on Uphold will receive a ZBCN drop. Decent cold storage. Yep. Yep. Thank you for whoever said that. Yep, Christian Hunter. Thank you for cluing them in. So yeah, it'll be an Uphold airdrop that we know. So yeah, it'll be on Uphold, but we don't know officially when it's going. Well, they said it would happen in June, but officially there has been nothing released. But since the CEO of Uphold was telling us, and the COO of Zebec was telling us, pretty sure it's probably going to happen. Zebec is a maritime sail ship. Yep, 100%. Zebec, the new ISO. Let's go. Sam spoke on it on the call, Aru. Yep, that's right. Sam, thank you, D Black. That's a good point. Sam did speak on it on the call that he named it Zebec because of the ship. And of course, if you look at their logo, you can tell that their logo, it looks like a ship. Like, let me see. Let me see if you have it here, my bro. Definitely follow D Black, guys, if you haven't already. So, yep. Let me see. Where's the logo? Let me see if. Oh, I'll just go to Zebec. What am I doing? I'll just go to Zebec here. So yeah, there you go. You see it, Zebec, right there. So it is a ship. That is what the logo is. And of course, we just went over it on the Wikipedia. And of course, again, this is an American cryptocurrency. As soon as Trump announces the zero capital gains tax on cryptocurrencies, that's another catalyst for Zebec to take off. And that will, I think Eric Trump already said it would happen. I remember him saying something like that to Abs on Good Morning Crypto. Eric Trump, zero capital gains. Nah, I don't think he signed it yet, but he did confirm it. See, there we go. Eric Trump confirms U.S.-based crypto projects will have benefit from zero capital gains tax. So he did confirm it. He did confirm it. So when it happens, we shall see. But he definitely did confirm it. Multiple people saying it here. Multiple people. Multiple guys. So, and from the price movement, we can tell that that's probably what's going to happen. Because the moment Trump got elected, American cryptocurrencies like Hedera went from like 4 cents the moment bro won the election, it went skyrocket. All of the American cryptocurrencies went skyrocket the moment Trump was declared victor. Hedera, XRP, ADA. So like the moment he was elected, all American cryptocurrency shot up. After you had people out here talking about, oh, meme coin supercycle, meme coin supercycle, all the American utility cryptos shot up after Trump was elected. And kudos to me, because I said that there was going to be like literally, I don't know how it happened like this, but thank goodness. Like a week before this happened, I was like, what if there's a utility cycle? And this happened. ADA, XRP, Hedera, all the American cryptocurrencies. What's up, Max? Rue has no time for WCF doing that research. Smash that like for Rue. Like last night's ECF was amazing with the Knicks and Pacers. Yes, that's right. Let's go ZBCN. Hi, everyone. Yes, yeah, you know, I love me some basketball, but of course I got to be on here. I got to be on here spreading the good word. What's up, brother? Appreciate you coming on here. Crypto Plumber, yes, sir. Keeping it 100. And Dual James, anyone know when that airdrop is? Again, sometime in June, but it hasn't been officially announced. Liquid Capital, yep. Crypto Minnow, what is up, Crypto Minnow? Again, thank you for the super chat last time, Crypto Minnow. Really appreciate you, brother. Damn straight, brother. The law of the water. See, Dave F knows what's up. Maritime law, like everything, ultimately is maritime law. Everything is commerce law. That's why you can get charged tickets for stuff, because in the end, everything is commerce. Everything. So everything is maritime law in the end. That's like one of the that's one of those open secrets that people really don't talk about. Look up Brad's tattoo also. Wow, wait, okay. Seriously? Okay, all right. Now we gotta look into this now. Brad, excuse me. Girling House. Tattoo? Tattoo. Did I spell it right? I think so. It's the intergalactic bridge currency. Like interstellar. Interesting. That's like a moon symbol right there. Interesting. Wow, bro. This is for real. Wow. And then he has the crest. Wow, bro. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Is that the tattoo? Wait. Okay, people are going bananas. Okay, this must be. Okay, I'm gonna say XRP drops knows this. Okay, that's XRP drops logo. Okay, good. So only this is his tattoo, I guess. But this is a moon type of symbol right here. Three circles. That seems like it's something interesting. This is interesting. Trying to see if we can find it anywhere else but that. Okay. Okay, this guy is claiming he deciphered it. 7/13/2023. That's interesting because ISO goes live on 7/14, right? That's interesting. ISO goes live 7/14, 2025. Very interesting. That's interesting, man. Okay, now I wanna break down this tattoo. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to really look at that and see what's going on here. That's interesting. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, Max's videos are amazing out here. Rob Cash, uniform commercial codes, maritime law. See, you guys know what's up, bro. I'm so happy to have an informed, knowledgeable audience. You guys know exactly what's up out here. Good job, guys. I'm pleased. I'm really happy to see that. Purple also represented on the stairs for Trump playing at Qatar meeting too. Okay, Shawnee. Yes, that's right. I remember seeing that. And I was like, did somebody edit this photo? Why is it purple like that? It's the same purple as XPR, by the way. Purple on the sale. Bearable guy, you went back. You and Ruel got me into Zebec in the first place. Oh wow, nice, man. I'm glad to hear it. Fam, what's good? ZBCN crew, we up. What's up, E? E is our moderator in our Telegram and our Patreon. Rob Cash remembers whammies. New Jersey is rocking. What's up, Phantom Beat? What's up, Benjamin Awakened? Hey, what's up, Rue? Rolf Dennis, is there any fire to the FUD of associated with the founder? Well, I saw that bro Foresight crypto Foresight I'm gonna butcher bro's name, but I'm gonna look him up here because I don't want to butcher his name, and he's done some great stuff out here. Mr. Foresight on ZBCN. I'm not sure. I didn't get to check bro's video out, but I think he's another brother from Detroit. I saw that he had that video and I started to watch it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch it yet. I want to go live and celebrate with my guys. But yeah, I saw that he did some video on that, and I haven't taken a look at it yet. So I don't know. So I don't want to comment without watching the video. But I know bro does great videos on ZBCN and XPR. Shout out to him. Definitely follow him if you guys haven't been following him already. Shout out, bro. And he gave me a shout out in his video too. So bros representing bros. And when I say that, I don't just mean bros that look like me, because I talk also about Rob Mass, Maximus Crypto, others. So when I say bros representing bros, I mean all bros. just so we're clear on that. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Foresight. Definitely go check his channel out if you guys haven't already. But yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't check out his video, so I'm not sure where he's at with that. But I do know that the Trump administration did something with movement where they bought some movement. And again, we just made the whole reference here to Janus, and he is apparently associated with movement, with the god Janus. See? So very interesting there. And like literally like all of these names are things that are associated with crypto. Sort of like Stellar Lumens, Lightlink, Solana, Bitcoin is also, you could say it's kind of a sun type of thing. stellar lumens, or for the moon, Terra Luna. For time, Chronos. Movement, we got a whole movement, crypto. The year, well, I think it's more the doorways, the beginnings and endings is more where they're going here with the year. So doorways and bridges and gateways. This is Janus. And interestingly enough, the number 11 also is symbolic of Janus. Now, some people, when I get into astrology, I'm looking at more of like the moon cycle. And again, we get into the moon cycle with the patrons and how to do it, use it for futures trading. Okay. But I just want to point this out. Somebody pointed this out to me, and I think he was kind of spot on. Now, we're just going to get into this a little bit, like, kind of go with me here on a sec. Just walk with me for a second with this. So if you guys are not aware, the first zodiac is Aries. The actual first month of the year is actually March because of this. Now, what I want to show you here is, okay, where do we have this? So here they have something, an almanac on what the months are representative of. January, named for the Roman god Janus, protector of gates and doorways. And again, the Pope opened that doorway and wasn't able to close it. Weird. And it came on the same day that that man posted about that whole XRP thing. But anyways, Janus is depicted with two faces, one looking into the past and the other into the future. Again, a transition, like the whole Chinese year of the snake, Aurora Borealis, snake eating its own tail. In the ancient Roman times, the gates of the temple Janus were open in times of war and closed in times of peace. Is this a time of war? I don't know. I can't say. But then if we go down, March, named for the Roman god Mars, like Aries is also named for after the god of war. So March is actually the first month. Now watch what happens here if we use March as the first month. So I'm going to go to an actual calendar. Where is it? What did I do? What did I do with my calendar? Bro. Okay. So I'm going to go to an actual calendar. So if March is the first month, watch what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now September lines up with 7. October lines up with 8. November with 9. December with 10. And now January is the 11th month. And February is the 12th. Coincidentally, if we now look at that whole, somebody said this, and like, wow, it's like, okay, now when you look at months that way, and you start with March, Mars, Aries, and then you go around, it makes a lot more sense that way. And when you look at the zodiac too, it even makes more sense, because then if we go back, Aries being 1, Taurus being the bull, February being 12, and then Gemini, the twins, two faces, being the number 11, then that makes a lot of sense there too. So I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like it makes a little sense now. And then we could actually kind of look at what some of these symbols could be. I don't know. But that's the farthest I went with it there. But I know specifically on Brad's tattoo, that whole symbol of it, that crescent, that whole crescent is moon symbology. But yeah, let me close some stuff here. Okay, let me close some stuff down here, guys. Okay. Make sure you say Horowitz like Max says it, please. I can't say it like Max, man. Only Max can do that stuff, bro. Look more into Brad's tattoo. I'm definitely gonna have to do Max over here like rolling. Constellation tattoo. Exactly WF. 100. Love it. When airdrop June. The crypto statue in front of the CIA. There's a Sean, you hit me, Seanery, you're hitting me with a lot of good stuff here. Okay, let's see. Crypto statue CIA. I really like the new unveiled statue of Satoshi Nakamoto and Lugano. Oh, that's interesting. The light, the reflection of the light, you can see it or not really see it based on the light. That's insane. That's crazy. I'm wondering if you mean this one. Okay, that's in Italy. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. The light refraction. That's crazy, bro. Depending on the perspective, it disappears. Like Satoshi. That's crazy. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. All right. I'm glad to take a look at that. When Impala, 100%. Good stuff, man. Signs and symbols everywhere, brother. Magic hat. I'm buying up all the dips on Zebec, just like folks are holding on to XRP. I'm holding on to blue Zebec diamonds. What's up, River? Long time no see. Brad is the knight taking on the Bitcoin King. Ooh, okay, interesting. What's up, Shook Focus Digital? Definitely shout out to our guy, Shook Focus Digital. Let me go ahead and share his channel as well. So let me know if you guys like this content. I like to look at symbolism and stuff like that. I could see that this doesn't, as far as views right now, I'm not getting as many as when I just talk straight crypto, but we'll see. We'll see how good this show does, right? But I like talking about stuff like this. I don't know how about you guys? Let's see. So if you look at my channel, you'll see all the Zebec shows we have here, right? Got a whole freaking playlist of Zebec stuff. Got a whole playlist of XPR stuff, which we need to update. Got a whole playlist of Swift stuff, which we need to update as well. Got a whole playlist of XCN stuff. And LCX, of course, we got those as well. And if you keep moseying on down, you see channels that I support, like Underdog Research Channel, channels like Shook Focus Digital Channel, Maximus Crypto Channel, Mooniverse Channel, Channel of Crypto, Simon Family Investments. Definitely want to check those guys. Check out Erin, RIRP to her husband, Simon. NYC Odd Benzingas, One-on-One, Crypto Future, and the Ronin Experience, guys. Definitely check those out. And let me go back here. I'm meant to go check out and see what Shook's latest video is. And thank you so much for putting me here, Shook. I really appreciate it, brother. My apologies on that one. Got a call from Coinbase hacker. I like the production there, Shook. That's cool, man. Honest Coin moving quietly. XPR Network, Dovu, loving it, brother. Definitely come over and check out Shook Focus Digital if you haven't already, guys. And like I said, also Shook, and Underdog Research Channel, we did research on Swift. You can see that there. And you can see also all the XCN videos. Shook is the one I know who's done the most research on XCN. So if you guys want to really deep dive on XCN, definitely check out Shook. Using Ripple and Zebec. What's up, Jay Share 2.0? Rue. What up, though? You can't make this stuff up. You can't, bro. You really can't. It's crazy. Shawty Z, Zebec. People out here shook. Yeah, they are, bro. Yeah, they are, bro. I'm Negan. Looks like the tabs off of the quant icon. QNT is the sun overlooking everything with the overledger. Interesting. That might be it, man. Hey, just might be. Where do we have that picture at? I must have closed it. Crap. It just might be, man. Let me see if I can go back. There we go. Interesting. Maybe it is. I should like it so I can come back to it here. Actually, we'll even retweet it so I can come back to it. Oh, by the way, nobody hates speed bumps more than I do. Bro, this guy, Max, despises speed bumps. This bro will drive around an entire parking lot to miss a speed bump, bro. I'm not kidding you. Speaking of quant, what's been going on with the price? I've been holding for a few years. Max is the quant king. Yeah, I was just about to say that. So yeah, definitely check out Max for quant info. The pictures are riddles linked to XRP. That's right, Gemini, 100%. Sub hitter all day. Thank you, brother. And definitely check out Max if you guys haven't already. Go ahead. go to Max's channel as well. Definitely check out Max if you haven't already. Markets will blast off soon. Why XRP with RLUSD is primed to fly high. People are so mad at Cynthia Lamas right now, bro. Like, people were so mad at her. Like, what happened? It was all good just a day ago. You know what I'm saying? What song was that? Max will probably know. Like, it was all good. It was all good. Like, she was the savior of crypto. And then all of a sudden, just, it was all good. And now it ain't. Poor Cynthia. Poor Cynthia. Let's see here. King of the bars too, 100%. You're welcome, fam. Let's see. Just got some more scale because of you guys too, Maximus. Awesome, man. Yeah, I think scale is such a sleeper out here. I'm going to be doing some more scale videos, and I have a scale mind map to post. Shout out to Scale. Shout out to Andrew Saunders for coming on the show. Of course, 33. Yep. Pharmacopoeia. Yep. And I just found out too, like, a lot of people that are named CC or a lot of things that are CC have to do with 33 because, of course, C is the third letter in the alphabet, and a lot of GGs are too. Or not GGs, EEs, because an E looks like a kind of inverted 3. Max working on some new songs. Just finished my Edison time to catch some Root of Truth. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. LY Tower, what is up? Isn't it crazy? Opens the door on 12/24/24. 12 means divine order. Okay, so you guys are on point here. And he does this 7 days before the end of the year. It's 7 days until December 31st, starting the new year of 2025. Inverted 52. Yes. And if you guys start getting into numerology and things like that, you will know what he's saying here. And coincidentally, too, 24 is 2 times 12. So that's some interesting stuff there. Everything is a ship. Pharmacopoeia. I think you're the one who made the comment that everything is a ship. That's an interesting. That was such an interesting comment. And then you're like, relationship, companionship. Like there's so many ships. There's so many ships. Everything is a ship. Everything, and when you think about a ship, right? Then it's just another gateway. It's just the whole Janus thing again, beginning and ending. Something's going and coming, dying and birthing and dying. Like everything is a ship. It really is. Pizarro, November 21st, Uranus will be in opposition, making it the best time of the year to observe the planet, as it will be closest to Earth and the brightest. That's also a day before the ISO, which is November 22nd. Yep. Which you just put the orange path leads to nowhere, while the purple path leads to the castle. Oh, yes. Interesting. Is that orange? Oh, that's true. I didn't. That is go like, oh, wow. You called it. And this is the green, the purple, and the and the gold are here. That's interesting. Yes. And that does kind of look like Brad, doesn't it? Wow. Good. Interesting stuff. Smokey McPherson, probably coincidence. Yeah, probably coincidence. Overnight. Okay, gotcha. With the help of ship and night, ripples and water. Brad the Knight. We going up, Rue. Let's go, D Black. Let's see here. Let's get over here to Zebec. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. Let's go to the 8 hour and then the 2 hour. Then the hour. Okay, there we go. Like, and this thing has just been screaming, bro. Look at that. Just beautiful. Let's see how the RSIs look. So yeah, on the hour, this actually looks like it's going up. So when the blue crosses over the gold there, and you can see this when it's at this spot right here on the RSI, this is oversold. So that means it's probably going to be bought back up until it's overbought. But on the hour chart, it looks really, really good. But you know, we're doing some of this breakdown in the Patreon on doing futures trading and stuff like that. So definitely check the Patreon out, guys, if you haven't already. We making millionaires with ZBCN. 100%, brother. What's up, Terrell 504? Another 9 there. What's up, Rue? Newman Lord. Crypto News Australia recently reported how a Victorian magistrate that ruled Bitcoin, BTC, is more like an Australian is more like Australian dollars than gold or shares. In other words, this means people might not have to pay. Not sure what that means exactly. $106 people in here with only 67 lights. Wipe your feet at the door before you enter and get them lights up. Come on, guys. Yeah, definitely get the likes up. We want to have this shared around to everyone. We want to grow the channel. And yeah, get the likes up and like and subscribe both on X and on YouTube. Thanks for the shout out, brother. No problem. Of course, brother. Of course. Capital gains tax when they dispose of BTC, for example, by selling it for odd, okay, swapping it for another crypto, giving it, etc. This is where things get interesting, as this directly contradicts it. Okay, interesting. But if they're saying all American cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is maybe in America as well, because that to me is like maybe Bitcoin is also an American cryptocurrency. I don't know. But yeah, I guess you're saying that they're swapping it for something else, then okay, then maybe it can be taxed. That's interesting. But if you're saying all American crypto, okay, got you. If you're swapping it for a non-American cryptocurrency, you're saying, or a non-American dollar, like odd. Middle of June from Uphold. Does that mean Australians don't have to pay the taxes? One of Lightlink's parent companies is in Australia. It's going to the High Court to continue. Okay, got it. So this is apparently okay. I misunderstood there. So Crypto News in Australia has recently reported how a Victorian magistrate ruled that Bitcoin is more like Australian dollars than gold or shares. Okay, gotcha. In other words, that means they might not have to pay. Okay, got you. So, so basically, they may not have to pay tax because they're saying it's more like dollars, Australian dollars, than gold or shares. So they don't have to pay taxes on it. There are a couple different countries that are saying like Bitcoin and different cryptos might be tax free. I think China was too, Asia was too. So if America does too, that and Australia, it's looking pretty good. I tried to tell him everything revolves around maritime uh, admiralty law and shipping. Yes, indeed, 100%. Like, I've done some studies on that for a couple of different people I like to listen to, and they just talk about how admiralty law, maritime law, just runs everything. And yeah, I think this is 100% true. DTCC names Ripple, XRP, and Stellar XLM for settlement. Rue, I feel like Wicked Token is a sleeping giant ready to blow. What do you think? I took a little look at Wiccan or Weekend last night, and I see how it could have some potential, but some of the people that it's involved with, I'm not sure about. So I might just put something out on the Patreon for Weekend, but I'm not enthused with some of his partners. With some of his partners are Seal, some of his partners were Wise Key, and Wise Key, they were doing stuff with Casper Labs too, and I'm not so sure how I feel about Wise Key and Seal. I'm not so sure how I feel about those companies. Because like I said, they did something with Casper. It just seemed to be like a proof of concept thing. But, I'm not sure how thrilled I am about those companies. But I might have to look again. So officially, I think I'm going to put something on the Patreon for that. But I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure about those two companies, to be honest. I'm not flooding it. I haven't officially completely looked into it. I just spent a little time last night. Maximus giving some love to Terrell over here. Best commercial in crypto. Let's go. Wiccan is a sleeper. I'm loading up while nobody's talking about it. We can. Hit her all day and TK. Let me know what you guys see with Weekend. Because when I saw Wise Key and I saw Seal, I'm like, I don't know. Y'all, I need to see somebody besides Seal and Wise Key for me. XRP Decode Your Reality. Okay, I'll have to check them out. I've heard of Decode Your Reality before. I'll have to check them out again. Simon said middle of June on Uphold. Pack your bags now. Uphold for the airdrop. Don't forget you can check the show out on X. Thank you, Shook Focus Digital. Cryptocurrency is deflationary like money, so therefore it can't be taxed. I agree, Newman Lord, which makes sense. It also looks like rocks balanced on top of each other. And don't forget to subscribe to the show on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Shook, thank you, brother. Hop tired. Sure far well that I bought Zebec. For that, I thank you. No problem, brother. I'm very glad. I'm very glad that I could have been a part, that I was there to have you do that. Would you rather hold Cardano or Scale? Ooh, that's a good question. At this point, I think, this is not financial advice. Anything I give is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want to be anybody's financial advisor. Me personally, I like scale better, just because I think once regulations are in play, scale is going to be a killer out there, so to speak. Um, um, they have games on the Epic Game Store already, and I think these are just tests. They're just test games for the big stuff, like a Magic the Gathering or a Grand Theft Auto. Um, Name a big game that Epic Games does, like Fortnite. These I think the games this scale are testing right now on there are just tests. So for when the regulations hit, bam, Activision just comes right in, Epic Games comes right in, and then scale just goes bananas. I think you're colorblind. It appears green, purple, and yellow sales on Zebec. Okay, maybe I am, bro. I don't know. It looked blue to me. I guess it is purple. I don't know. Let me see here. I can see reds though, so colorblind people, I don't think they can see greens that well. Uh, Greens and reds they can't see. But yeah, I could clearly see that this one is purple, but this one it doesn't look purple. It looked blue to me, but I guess this might be purple. I can't tell. This is clearly purple though. The sale though, I couldn't tell. Then where's the other sale? I must have closed that one down. Let me see if I can find it. That one. Okay, I guess that is purple, isn't it? But okay, yeah, because that blue, bro, I'm the worst at colors like this, bro. Unless they're like really in my face, I guess that is kind of purple. It looked kind of blue to me. I guess that is purple. Purple, yellow, and green. Okay. Dr. Sinus Root. Here we go. Sig right. Yep. Stump Rider, what's up? Can ZBCN hit $1 in the near future? In the near future, I think is it possible? Maybe. Is it likely? I really don't think that dollar is possible. Like, imagine what that means. Imagine what that means. Okay. And I'm being very realistic saying this to you. I could be like the guys that are like 100x, 1000x, but I don't feel good saying that to people. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't feel good saying that. So right now, right, this is ZBCN if it had the market cap of Casper. So the market cap right now is around 211 million. If it had the market cap of Casper, which is 3 billion, it would be 0.0378. Okay, so around there. So if it gets to 6 billion, which I showed you Casper did in the last bull in like 2024, Casper did it in 2024. So if it gets to 6 million, it gets to around 7 cents. Okay, so 5 to 7 cents is really doable. But for it to get to $1, I think it would need the market cap of Ripple, which, well, if it had the market cap of Ripple, I think it would be Ripple's price because they have the same amount of coins. But okay, $1.79. So it would have to go. Basically, it would have to get $80 billion of a market cap. Pretty much, if this is right? So $1.79. So about a little over half of this. Then so like 80 million, like a 80 million. So 80 billion, excuse me. So it would have to have 80 billion. It had to go from 224 million to 80 billion market cap. I mean, has it been done before? Ripple did it. Ripple did it. And that's the only example I can give you. I can give you more examples of coins that went from where it is to 7 cents. But so Ripple did it back here in 17, right? It went from like 0.0 something, sub penny, from 16 to 17. It did it. Now, what you have to keep in mind there, a couple things. When Ripple did it, there were like 15 cryptocurrencies. Like maybe not 15, but like there weren't that many different cryptocurrencies. How people are just burning and churning and like inventing new meme coins every freaking second. So back when Ripple did it, it was kind of like, it was only like 10 or 100 cryptocurrencies or whatever. So nowadays it's different. Could it do this? Maybe, but it's not probable. What's more likely is for it to do the Caspa route or the what do you call it? AMP route or the RSR route. I've shown you like now 4 examples in which a coin has gone from where it is now to like 6, 7 cents, 10 cents. $1, that just seems really unlikely to me. And that's just me being honest. Also, but is it a possibility? It's a possibility, but that would mean it would have to go to 80 billion market cap. And that was just for near future. Could it, like 4 years from now? Possibly. Or less than 4 years from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. That's more likely. Also look at dual bear brothers from the Industrial Revolution, represented by the bear and the pig. The bear, there's a lot of bear symbolism. Okay. Oh, there's a bear in that pig. Okay, we'll have to look at that bear. There's a lot of bear stuff. Yes, Mr. Forsyth gets what I'm saying about occult symbolism. Yeah, I get what you're saying about occult symbolism too, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. What's up, your boy? $5 super chat. Appreciate your research and what your content on your channel, Rue. Appreciate you too, your boy. Thank you. Future crew here. Let's go, Zebec. Let's go. Who cares about the FUD? It comes with success. 100%. I don't mind necessarily FUD. Like I've like coming from crypto, right? The whole cryptocurrency market was FUDed at one time, right? So I'm not afraid to look at FUD, but if again, it's like a pros and cons list, right? If you got way more pros than you got cons, then I think you're good. And at this point, I think we put way too many pros together. BlackRock, ADP, XRP, Stellar, Tim Draper, Uphold, Dr. Martin, Payroll, Zebec cards. I think we put way too many, so many cons or so many pros together that, I mean, if there's a list of cons, I the pros vastly outrank it at this point in time. But hey, if somebody wants to bring some FUD, and I'm not saying that's what Mr. Foresight is doing, right? I'm not saying that. But if someone wants to bring some FUD, well, let's address it, right? Maybe they might have some point to it, and we'll look to Zebec to address that next next AMA. And I think as far as Zebec has gone, they have addressed FUD. They just haven't outwardly told you that they have. Because I know, remember Dark Horse, that Dark Horse guy was saying, hey, they're not with, Paybridge is not with them anymore. So what did Zebec do? Excuse me. They had a spaces like the week after or the week after next with Tony Chevelis of Paybridge on the spaces. So unless Tony was misrepresenting himself, or which I don't think he would do because that would be really bad. He said, hey, Payroll Growth Partners, Simon's group, which is a part of Zebec, purchased us, and it worked out. And Simon talked about it too. So they've addressed FUD, but they just haven't directly said, oh, well, this guy named Dark Horse said we weren't involved with Paybridge. So we brought Paybridge guy on to show you that we're involved with Paybridge. They handle it like, some smooth G's. Just said, oh, we're gonna have a AMA, and Paybridge CEO will be there. So so people, if they want to bring the FUD, bring the FUD. And I'm sure Zebec will address it, or they won't. And that will be telling if they will or they won't. And all will be well. I think, but from what they've shown us so far, they've addressed FUD. They addressed the nodes and people not getting paid from the nodes and saying, well, the nodes, that was something. Some of our own guys haven't been paid, but that's going to be addressed and people will get paid from the nodes. They bought Paybridge guy on. Everything so far they have addressed it. So, and I hope they continue to. So there we go. What up, bro? What up, B Rocket? All millionaires and billionaires believe in astrology and astrology. I agree, bro. I agree. And I don't know how long you've been watching the channel, but I've been talking about this for so long on here. All billionaires, all millionaires and billionaires believe in astrology and astrotheology. 100%, bro. I agree with you. It's all about the 12 signs. Yep, I agree, bro. I agree. Like so many people, they get so caught up in the they equate horoscope with astrology, and it's not the same thing. Astrology and astrotheology is two different things from a horoscope. So, but I think that's done on purpose. So you ignore astrology and astrotheology. They do a lot of things where like they will cloak something in something that makes you ignore it, and you don't realize the actual strength and power of it. Case in point, NFTs. Oh, the googly little pudgy penguins and ape pictures. And it's like, oh, why are NFTs important? But then when you think about it as tokenization, where I'm tokenizing my house, and I can put my house on a card like Zebec and use my house's liquidity as money, then that's super powerful, right? I got my house on a card, which I can use as liquidity. My house, or like, let's just say it was some other asset, like I owned like a Van Gogh painting or whatever. I can now put the liquidity of that on a card and use it. I can tokenize like pretty much anything, put it on a card and use it, and use the liquidity in that thing. That is super, super powerful. But if you're thinking about it as a pudgy little penguin picture, no, it's not powerful. So things that are very, very, very powerful get packaged or collapsed or encompassed in these things that people will ignore them, so they ignore the power of it. Case in point, horoscopes versus astrology and astrotheology. Newman Lawyer, I have a good feeling about Zebec. I think is more connected than mentioned. 100% is so freaking connected. All commerce started with shipping. That's a good point. And if you look at kind of like the Draper family and the Draper name, that started with the East India Bay Company, Templars, shipping, textiles, all old school commerce. Okay. So I know we researched Drapers as far as like it goes back to World War II, but really I've seen certain information about the family where they go all the way back to like the East India Bay Company and the beginning of stocks, the beginning of bonds, the beginning of commerce, the beginning of textiles. Like it could go all, his family could go all the way back there, bro, as far as we know. Yep. Colliding manifestations. Jay-Z. How much Zebec do I need to pick up? I'm new to it. It's different for everybody. But again, if it got to 5 cents, every $1 million would be, or excuse me, if it got to 5 cents, every million Zebec would be 50K. So if you got 2 million and it gets to 5 cents, well, now you got 100K. You're six. You're holding on to 6 figures if you cash out at 5 cents. So I think that's an interesting way to look at it. If it gets 2.5 cents, then it means, you cut that in half. Every 4 million is 100K. But I really do think it has the juice to get to 5 cents, which would be something like, I don't know, 5 billion market cap from here. So I really think it has the juice to get there. What's up, Yvonne? It's been a while. Appreciate you coming through. What about the article on Binance yesterday? I did not see that. Yeah, if anybody can let me know where that article is, I would take a look. If you want to know about XRP from a numerology, alchemy, astrology, Freemason, and how religion comes into it, watch Decode Your Reality on YouTube. The star in BG123 post is Uranus or Corona Borealis. Okay, I'll watch Decode Your Reality. Let me write that down. Another guy I kind of respect that looks at astrology a lot is Waters Above. I really like his content. Sometimes he gets really, really deep on it, or it's like, whoa, bro, like that's a lot to take in. But I really respect his content. Shout out to Waters Above. Just writing down Decode Your Reality because I'm going to check that out tonight. I think I've checked them out before, but for whatever reason, like I hate how YouTube, if you just stop, if you haven't seen somebody in a while, they just hide them from you, right? And they tend to do that with the really, really good channels, I feel like. Decrypting the statue in front of the CIA. Let me see if I can find the link. Please do, Shauna Ricci. Appreciate it. There's a deep meaning behind Satoshi Nakamoto. Why I missed it. Accused Sam of a scammer that fake dated May 21, 2025. Why has nobody addressed this? I know that Mr. Forsyth or Mr. Forsyth he's saying something about Sam and scam, but I'm not sure what that is or not. So I have to look into it. I haven't looked into it, so I really can't say. I think you're referring, Yvonne. I think you're referring to Mr. Forsyth's video. I haven't looked at his video yet, but I'll take a look and I'll offer an opinion on it. But it'll just be my honest opinion. I won't. I'm not trying to flood the brother. I think he does really good work over there, and I'm never just gonna down bros. So, but I'll give an honest opinion. But yeah, I know he does good work over there. So I'll definitely check it out. I didn't really see it. I saw some of the comments that people made on the video, and they were giving him a lot of flack for like saying something that was kind of even sideways negative. But again, that was just me going through looking at comments. I did not actually watch the video. So till I watch the video, I'm not going to really comment on it. But again, I know bro's done a whole bunch of ZBCN videos. So, a lot of positive ZBCN videos. So I'm not going to drag him until I see it. And even when I see it, I'm not going to drag him. I know bro does good content. So Rue connects it all, bro. Eton Anderson, excellent. Sam accused of market manipulation. I hope it's not true. I don't think that's true. Very interesting stuff, bro. I love it. I have lots to invest in. Nobody taking my comments seriously. Am I the only one who saw that article on Binance? No, I'm not. I'm not sure. The article is probably bogus from the Rothschild family for trying to get us all to sell. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Yvonne. I can see if I can find it though. Sam thought Poly Binance. Okay. Movement advisor Sam publicly accuses project of unfair airdrop. 75K wallets bundled to sell over 60 million move. May 22nd reported that Sam Tapali, advisor to Movement Project, disclosed that the core team of Movement allegedly manipulated 75 designated wallets to concentrate and sell 60 million move during the airdrop, causing market pressure. Sam referred to himself as an early incubator and advisor of the project, but has not received any compensation to date. And Movement has also not fulfilled its token reward agreement. He criticized the team for failing to curb Sybil attacks during the airdrop design, instead raising the threshold for ordinary users to claim tokens, creating extreme distribution inequality. Okay. And let me see. There's another one here. Sam responds to CoinDesk denying the allegations regarding the shadow founder of Movement. Sam stated that even before Movement was established, he had met with Cooper at Vanderbilt University and proposed using Move to incubate a project, which is Sate. Sate is a yield aggregator where Sam Tapali provided funding support to get it started. Movement was originally founded by Cooper, and Sam stated that before Rushy joined the team, Cooper relied on Sam's advice for the tokenomics. So as far as I can read here, it doesn't seem like Sam did anything. It seemed like Movement might have done something. So as far as I can read, based off, and this is my first time reading it, you guys getting a live reaction on it. As far as I can see, That only has something to do with movement. That has nothing to do with ZBCN. This is only something with movement. Now, I know that the Trump family allegedly purchased some movement. Let me see if I can pull that up. So, if Trump family purchased some movement, I would. I wouldn't think that. I would think that the Trump family would do his research. You know what I mean? So, not saying that something has slipped through the cracks there, but I'm pretty sure that World Liberty Financial purchased some movement. Um, so let me just check on some things here. While we're doing this live, we're doing this live. Do it live, Bill O'Reilly. But as far as I can see, there that has nothing to do with Sam. He might have been an advisor to them in some way. Move World Liberty Financial. But that has nothing to do with Zebec itself. Okay, I swear that I saw somewhere that they move scandal now touches Trump. Movement was backed by Trump's World Liberty Financial affirmed. Okay, so yeah, like I saw that they bought some movement. I could have sworn they did. Here's how a single chat leak destroyed Move. Movement Labs raised 38 million, so there's an 11 there, the number 11. And 38 is also a number, you know, if you ever saw the Sandra Bullock movie Red Rum by Numbers, you know, I don't want to say that word. Herder by numbers. 38 is the number that they kind of highlight in that. If I can see the I don't even want to type the thing in. By numbers poster. So yeah, if we can we zoom in on that? So you see they got the 3, but they got it backwards, and then the 8 right there. So that's an interesting number right there. So yeah, I thought I saw them buy that. And then also let's go look at Movement, who their backers are, because I think they have some big list of backers. Like a lot of people. Binance, they changed the name of Binance Labs to YZI. That's previously Binance Labs. And that logo seems to be very occult too. Polychain Capital, which we've seen them before. OKX. So they got a lot of big BenQ, big investors. Bunch of different guys here. Sandeep Narwal of Polygon, I believe it is. So they raised 41.4 mil. So that's a 9. So yeah, they got a lot of big investors, and of course, in the World Liberty Financial portfolio, let's see. Yeah, price is kind of low from where it's been, but of course, you know, market cap is 500 million. And you know what? Usually when things like this kind of happen, it's almost always to kind of drive down the price of of this token or another token, and then they end up being fine. Like we went over this with the ZBCN FUD. Remember that, right? Where ZBCN was sitting at 0007, right? You know, and this is my alleged. This is just an opinion. Everything I say is alleged. You know, everything I say is alleged. But you see this how it went down to 0007 with the whole White Rock quote unquote scandal, right? And look at us now. And I told you on that date, I said, hey, we've seen FUD before with Solana. We've seen it with XCN, with Justin Sun, right? Allegedly. And we've seen it with a whole bunch of different cryptos, right? But again, to me, this is something having to do with Move, has nothing to do with ZBCN at all. Okay? So thanks for pointing that out, Yvonne. But I think we're good. I think we're good. But you know, of course, you know, do whatever you feel is necessary. But I'm glad you brought that up so we could take a look at it. But you know, to me, it seems like it has more to do with Move than, you know, Sam was just an advisor. So I think we're cool. I think we're good. ZBCN pumping it right now. JCR 2.0. Sorry, I missed you. Big ups to you. Yvonne, what are you talking about? Okay, yeah, we just addressed what Yvonne was talking about there. Jeb had JO, LOL. Salute to Rue and the crew. Zebec is killing it. People on the sidelines hurting hard right now, licking rocks, hoping. Yeah, so yeah, we just talked about it, and we can see if we can find the post that Sam made himself here. But like I said, I never this is my first time looking at it, so okay, so he has a post setting the record straight here. Okay, I mean, I don't think we need to read all of this. I'll do a separate show on this. But again, this is involving, yeah, I think I should just do a separate show on this. I think we got the gist to see that this has nothing to do with Sam, really. He was just an advisor on whatever the heck they were doing with this airdrop. And, you know, this doesn't have anything to do with Zebec itself. So, yeah, so we could look at this in a separate show, maybe tomorrow. But, you know, to me, it doesn't have anything to do with Zebec itself. So, you know, if you guys want me to look at it now, maybe we can look at it now. But I like to read it first and have a clear idea before I just say kind of pop into it. But I think from the articles, we got enough. But it is nice to have a source material here and get it from Sam's own words, you know, directly, instead of, you know, third hand or second hand. CKC. Okay, CK equals C equals 3 and K equals 1133. Got you. CK2, okay. Jordan Maxwell has influenced people a lot. Yeah, Jordan Maxwell. Yeah, he's the person to come up with the water and money, right? I believe so. Shout out to Jordan Maxwell. RIP to him too, bro. Thank you, bro. Jordan Maxwell was a great mentor. 100% he was, man. Anthony Hazelwood, new to the space. Appreciate you coming through, Anthony Hazelwood. Hopefully like and subscribe as well. 713 is 731 days from the tattoo to the implementation date. Interesting. Which is what date? What date is this then? That was in 2023, so we must be close to that date then. We got to be close to that date then. Anthony William, I want to get some more on that. Maybe Decode Your Reality has some on it or something. I don't know. Circle's payment network can sustain Zebec's real-time payroll, pay by the second, instant, 24/7 in USDC globally and in other stable coins as well. Look into the subquery network. It's the data indexer for Web 2 to Web 3. It's the brain for the AI, Age of Aquarius, Age of AI. Subquery is linked in with XLM, FET, NEAR, Flare, etc. Data is the new oil. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm loving all of what you just said there. I'm going to just take a picture of it so I can remember to look into all of that. Let me get my phone open here. There we go. Circle has an ODL and cross-border payments. Coinbase provides the rails, and that's free and open source. Thank you for that info, Jetpack. Appreciate it, brother. But you need to organize the data to make it valuable and readable for both AI and humans. Circle and Coinbase are partners, which is magic for Zebec. Yep, 100%. Center consortium collaboration on USDC. XLM, Zebec, pairing maybe. That's good, Max. Fire. Yo, Rue would like to hear your take on BSL. What's up, S? BSL, I'll have to take a look at it. I haven't heard of this BSL, I don't think. Let me see if I can take a look at it real quick. BSL. Binance launch. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that at some point here. It sounds like some type of launch pad. I'm not really into launch pads. I know a lot of people pump launch pads, but launch pads almost always, to me, are like pump and dumps. That's my point. That's my not fudding it or anything like that. A lot of the people that talk launch pads like they're something, they're really usually not. They're usually just pump and dumps, pumping pump and dump stuff, in my opinion. But I haven't really looked at this to say, but I know there are a lot of different content creators, and I won't mention them or list them, but they will talk about launch pads, and they'll talk about launch pads like, okay, you're the first getting in on something like interesting, right? And usually it's something that's like a pump and dump. Like whatever this is, like it has a lot of people behind it, but are any of them like Andreessen Horowitz? Are any of them Circle? Are any of them Polychain Capital, right? And they only raised like less than $1 million. If this is the one that you're talking about, I tend to stay really away from launch pads. Like usually the people that only make money off of launch pads are the people who are in very, 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 very first. I'd rather do something like Zebec, or I'd rather do something like blue chips like XRP, XDC, kind of blue chippy things like that, Hedera, than to go with something like a launchpad. That's just my personal opinion. Do whatever you want at the end. Human brain is full of data. The human brain indexes your memories. The ASI, AGI. Oh, 1 second here. Can you guys hear me? Is everything good here? Hold on one second, guys. I just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay. All right. You guys can hear me okay, right? Everything's still good with the sound and everything, right? Let's see. Gears of War. Salute Well Stewards. What's up, Casper Cooper? What's up, Dreamer? What's up, Brent's Portfolio? Well, you have to make your own decision on that. That would be financial advice if I told you when to get in or when to get out. TD Mo, hey, what's up, man? How high do you think Zebec will go eventually? My own price target is from 5 to 10 cents. That's my own price target there. Diego Godinez, ZBCN and XLM are my biggest bags. Let's go. They're building a world computer, one world currency, one new world order. All right, one world order. Google Gesara map, banking system first, and then AG quantum computer, Agenda 2030. Let's go. Ripple had less circulating supply at that time too. Yep, there we go. Yep. Thank you for that hitter all day. When people ask me if it can even hit $1, I tell them Farcoin can go over $1. Anything's possible. Yeah. I mean, anything's possible, but two, I don't think Farcoin has that much supply though with it, right? Let's see here. Yeah, Farcoin's only 1 billion tokens. So something like that can kind of fly more, right? But of course, that's two. Also, it's like, yeah, 1.5 billion market cap. So yeah, that did kind of fly. If you look here at the whole 280, so it definitely got to probably around 3 billion market cap real quick. So yeah, if ZBCN got to 3 billion market cap, which we can see from the whole Caspa example, right? We go back to Caspa. That means it would go to 0.038 cents. So we need around 5 billion for it to go to 5 cents, right? Which, you're right. Farcoin is actually a good example if you look at the market cap. So, we can ignore the coins and just look at the market cap. Yeah, that's a good example. If we got to 3 billion to 5 billion market cap, we would be right there at 5 to 10 cents. But $1, it would have to be like an 80 billion market cap. Long term, it can not no time soon. I say the highest is 30 cents. Yeah, and 30 cents would be 80 billion market cap. Let's see if I can find a coin that would get us close to that market cap. Dogecoin. Okay, let's look at Dogecoin. And Doge has just been growing and growing and growing and growing for a while now, right? So if it was 37 million market cap, 37 billion market cap, it would be 46 cents. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of, could it happen? It could, but we're talking like it had to be crazy. Like, so I'm thinking more along the lines of 5 billion market cap, which let's see if we got a coin around 5 billion. BitTensor. Pi Network. Okay, Pi Network. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. But let's see, Pi Network. That would get us kind of there. Okay. Then I'll do Tau. That's like BitTensor. So yeah. Okay. So BitTensor is 4.1 billion. That would get us right on the nose at 5 cents. I think that's possible. So that's like a little over 18.5x. That I think is doable. That's definitely doable. Definitely doable. Long term, it can. Okay, yep. Jigo Gaming. Let's see here. 1 second, guys. Let's see here. 1 second. Okay, let's see. We're still growing here on a 2-hour. Okay. Again, still looking good on the hour chart. Let's look at Bitcoin. Pulling back a little bit. Okay. I like to look at the day chart mostly, but when I'm doing day trading, where I'm looking more at the lower time frames. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay. DHN Crypto Jasara. Okay, what's y'all price prediction for this bull run? Yeah, 5 to 10 cents out Jago Gaming. Anthony Hall, ZBCN, helping the average man have free calls since 2025. You're killing me, Anthony Hall, with that one. Oh my god, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, we gotta star that comment, bro. Oh man, that was good. That was good, Anthony Hall. I love it, bro. Shout out to you for that comment. Going down here. Some people want it at a lower price to get in. David Barron, just like the Korean exchange dealer thing. But yep, exactly, David Barron. I'm glad you brought that up. Yep. So it's like there's always FUD. They're always going to try to make it down. Like there's the whole Korean exchange thing where, oh, they delisted them and all this other stuff. So yeah, just all noise. Lannis Belair, ZBCN plus, I'm not sure what that is, equals cash. Look at Origin Trail ecosystem connected to NHS England, America Custom and Border Control. Lumia is a real world asset management, connects to Microsoft. Yep, I'll definitely check those out. Take a little picture of that as well. Boom, boom, boom. Thanks for sharing information, guys. I really appreciate it. Gary Gensler, the best footer around. What's up, Cloud 99? Oasis is the security for the AGI. Ether, another Ether is H100 NVIDIA GPU US, Anchor servers globally. Wow, man. I love Oasis. That's another Draper Dragon cryptocurrency there. Peak is connected to Audi, Tesla, and Jaguar. Manosphere Hall of Fame, what's up? Do you believe the American crypto coins will run again? They will. And I think things like HBAR, XLM, XRP, possibly even ADA, but definitely HBAR, XRP, and XLM, those things will be like the blue chips, like Intel, where you're gonna like want to own them forever. What was that that beeped? Not sure what beeped. Okay, Bitcoin just pulling back a little bit temporarily. No big deal. You have to determine on your own Brent's portfolio if you're gonna buy or not. That's up to you. Tezos is the blockchain for uranium IO, uranium for nuclear power for AI. Yeah, Tezos is always kind of quiet, but again, that's another one that Tim Draper was big on. He invested in them very early. It's just crazy how much stuff connects to Tim Draper, guys. And of course, we know he's involved here with Zebec as well. Sam Tapalia mentioned him by name, that he met with him in 2017 for something, and they eventually ended up meeting up for Zebec, right? So crazy how much Tim Draper gets involved. If you want to be saved, get on the ship or the ark. ZBCN sailing. Let's go. Woo woo. What's up, Carol? B989. Hamish all joined. Let's go. Excuse me. Live and Riches. I think the train is leading right now for Zebec. I sold a little to buy back in lower, but about to FOMO back in. Look at the data oracles: Pith, Dia, Band, and Chainlink. 100%. Pissarro, you're hitting them with all, hitting us with all this information here, brother. I'm loving it. Waiting for Zebec to dip more so I can grab more. Kaya is the blockchain for Asia. Goes live in quarter 4, 2025. Connects to Lime, I think you're saying, which Maximus was looking at recently. Thank you again for that information. Artificial Superintelligence Alliance ecosystem. This is bigger than just the banking system. This is the quantum computing for the age of AI. Wow. I'm loving it. Numerology. The Binance logo is pretty much the compass over the square. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Thanks for bringing this to us. Sam did have some receipts and seemed very transparent. You're my man, Crush. I appreciate that, M. Evans. Live and Riches. Does anybody hold MXC? And is it dead? I'm not sure. Yes, we can hear. Sounds good. Okay, good. Tried to give you the link, but it wouldn't let me. Shawnee C, are you in the Patreon or in the Telegram? I would love to get the link in the Telegram. Overnight Bull, just seeing this. I'm at work listening. You're killing it with the ZBCN content. Got my brother-in-law into it. Cheers. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm really glad to hear that. Every billion is a penny. Every billion is a penny. Django Gaming. If Farcoin could do it, why not Zebec with the real world use case? Yep, 100%. Doge is still just a meme, no real utility yet. So not trustworthy to hold long term. I got in at 11 and out at 35. See, people always say that about Doge, but here's what you gotta understand: like Doge, okay? We thought it was like a dog, right? But Doge is a Venetian money holder. Venetian. So Doge, that actual word comes from the Venetian or Phoenician for like official money holder. Okay. The Doge of Venice was the guy who held all the money. Okay. The word Doge derives from Latin dux, meaning leader, and Venetian Italian dialect for duke, the highest official of the Republic of Venice over 1,000 years. In standard Latin, the cognate is duce or duce. Okay. So basically, this is the guy who like held all the money. That's why, if you really just think that Doge is a meme coin, I know they keep telling you, I know they keep telling us this, but yet they keep putting money in it. So it can't just be a meme coin. If it's sitting here with 30-something $7 billion in it's going beyond that now. And you didn't name it Doge for a dog. You probably named it Doge because of that's the money holder, a Venetian money holder. And that's what you guys know. Like, that's what the people in charge probably know it to be, right? We're thinking, oh, it's like dog with the E. No. No. And apparently this was the last one, apparently. 1789. Very, very curious date that already came up for us here. That 1789 date. Age 77. Okay. So, man, I really do think Doge is probably still going to be something. I really think so. Now, Phantom Beat, now Zebec Swift C partnership, and it's on. Oh, well, they have a partnership, bro. They have a partnership. Ru, are you bullish on Bad Idea AI crypto? It has a partnership with Shibarium. I haven't heard about that, but someone told me about it last like a couple shows back, like 3 or 4 or 5 shows back. I said I'd look into it and I forgot, but I'll write it down to look into it now because I did forget a couple times with Weekend, but I actually did look into Weekend, and I wasn't too thrilled with Wise Key and Seal. I just wasn't too thrilled with those guys. And it might have something to do with Casper, you know what I'm saying, like why I wasn't too thrilled with those partners. But you know, you guys, if you can show me some different partners other than Seal and Wise Key, then maybe you know I could change my opinion on that. But that's just the first look. I'm not necessarily flooding them. I'm just saying that for me, I'd rather look at other stuff as far as what we can, right? Unless there's something else you can tell me that I missed. But yeah, I'll take a look at Bad Area AI. It shouldn't be free, but it is. Join the Blackrue Telegram community. Well, actually, at this point in time, the Telegram is locked down. It is not free anymore. It is not free anymore. So that link actually may not even work. So if you guys want to be a part of the Telegram now, it is actually a paid experience. Everybody who's in the Telegram right now is grandfathered in. But if you want to be a part of the Telegram now, you have to be a part of the Patreon. Sorry, guys. Tezos Foundation is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. That is a fact. That is a fact. And of course, if you guys ever want to know that, you go to bitcointreasuries.net and it will show you. So here we go. If I just probably search Tezos, it will come up. So Tezos, as you can see, one of the largest holders of Bitcoin, 320 million worth. They have 2,903. SpaceX also being a large holder of Bitcoin. Stone Ridge Group, Tether, and Block One. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Step it up with the Root Crew Patreon. Very valuable knowledge. Let's go. Search cryptos sculpture final clue. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, brother. I'll take a look at that. Thank you, Shook Focus, for that. Definitely check out the Patreon, guys. We're doing futures trading in there. Check out the BTCC link. I'll probably do a futures trading update this weekend, if not today or tomorrow. New York Times. Okay. Yep. Near connects to Estee Lauder, Porsche, and Gucci. And that's another one that Tim Draper is backed by or backs is Near. And they also, I think it's Draper and Mark Andreessen, again, are investors in Near. Oh, and Near is also a partner to Zebec as well, guys, if you're not familiar, but they are. New to your channel, but definitely love the community and your channel. Thanks, brother. Yeah, appreciate you too, bro. Welcome to the community, man. I definitely appreciate another person who looks into symbolism and things like that. And I want to say symbolism because, if I say other words, people don't like it. But symbolism. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of people that look into that. OG Crypto, what the heck is going on? Tell it, Ruel. What's up, Ocean View Coffee Shop? I definitely like how you research words and terms and symbols because that's what rules the world 100%, bro. Zebec and Ripple are working on a product. What do you guys think about it? I can't wait to see it. The tea leaves were there. All the things to connect Zebec and Ripple were there. Even besides, saying the symbolism stuff. I've been telling you guys from like the jump. Lightspeed and Zebec are partnered together. I've said that before, and other people said it, and like people were like, I'm like, oh, I already told you guys that. But Lightspeed and Lightspeed along with Ripple and Zebec are partnered together. So they Zebec and Ripple, they share Lightspeed as an investor. Woo! After like 2 hours, I can't talk too well. Sorry, y'all. Cosmos, Polkadot, Layer Zero, Internet Computer, all Layer Zero. Everything built on top of these. Yes, 100%. Pissarro dropping some knowledge bombs over here. Polkadot connects to FIFA Rivals, FIFA Club World in America in June. FIFA Rivals comes out in June. Also, Dogma, at least $5 billion for 5 cents. So actually, OG Crypto, we actually figured it out that it's 4.1 billion for 5 cents. So actually, it doesn't even have to go to 5 billion. It's 4.1. So that's pretty cool. And I think it can definitely do that. I already showed you guys where Caspa, sitting at the value Caspa is right now, is at 3 billion and something. And when it was at 20 cents, it had to be like, double what it is right now. So, Caspa got there in a bull run. So can Zebec. Zebec might retrace first and then push higher. Maybe. But if that news comes out for a airdrop in June, it's going to push higher. But of course, you know, the chart, right? The chart had it kind of high, which is why it probably pulled back right now, right? Because it was pretty high on the, if we go look at the day chart, right? It's pretty high on the day chart, so it has to pull back a little bit, because it's just pretty high up there, but it's holding so strong at this like resistance here. It seems like it wants to push past this yellow point, but who, like, again, if that news comes out that Ripple is purchasing Circle, and then they drop the news that they work with the XRP ledger, I think we just see ZBCN go right back up, like right back up and even up further. And then all the XRP honks, all the Zach Rectors and Stockmos and all the other, all the XRP guys are probably going to be on board and say, okay, well, look, ZBCN works with Ripple now, and they'll push it even further, right? Because we already know Zach Rector is now on board, right? So even Crypto Bellwether has started talking about Zebec, and he floods XRP. Even he's like, well, look at so everybody's getting on board now, bro. Everybody's getting on board. They make sure to tie in the stuff about mythology 100%. If you do the whole mythology about, like, you know, Julius Caesar and different guys, they definitely tie into the market. I'm loving it, Pharmacopoeia. Looks like y'all missed out, suckers. I love it. I should focus. Sorry, Google Alphabet has NDAs when it comes to their blockchain. ICP can host all internet data inside of canisters. Google hosts the internet. ICP is more than likely Google under a new name. Interesting. That's interesting. I'm curious about something. Let's see if we can find something here with that. Where is gematria? There we go. I'm really curious on how that would work. If we can tools. Okay. Google. CP. Is it Internet Computer Protocol? Then Internet Computer. Haha, that's interesting. So Internet Computer is 216. 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. And of course, the all nines, right? The 216, the all nines is immutability, which God says is one of his attributes. Bitcoin also has this immutability. So does Stellar Lumens. So does Velo. So does SHX. But remember, they always do the small x. So if you ignore the x and do the ones that are the big letters, right? Because they always do it like, so if you ignore the x, now you got the immutability. So of ones that are nines, Stellar, Bitcoin, Velo, SHX. Internet computer, interesting. And then internet computer protocol is 33. The 33123, that's the whole Saturn thing. Like if you look at Saturn, right? 42, the whole what's the answer to the universe from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But you know, you got a 6 here, a 6 here, a 3 here, a 3 here. 6 here, 6 here. And ultimately these are threes. If you add them up, 3 and the 3. So interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Alphabet rhymes with Baphomet. They're just running rituals on us every day. That's within the speech and the spelling. 100%, bro. 100%. I called Ruth while he was still streaming. Oh, that's okay, Max. That's okay. BTCC tutorial. Love it. You want a rabbit hole? Don't sleep on Block V. 100%. ICP theories. Interesting. Brother Rue, you think Jasmine could get to $1 this bull run? Oh, Max is the guy to talk to about Jasmine. 100%. Stargate Finance connects to. But if you want to do some futures trading on Jasmine, you can do it on BTCC. I just did some futures trading on Jasmine. Made well, I guess I can tell you how much I made, and the patrons won't get too mad about it, right? But if you want receipts, you'd have to go to the Patreon, of course. But I made $300 on futures trading for Jasmine in the trading, the futures trading. So definitely want to check that out. If you want to check that out, get the BTCC link, fund your account, get free USD. And of course, you would have to go to the trading to get the futures trading classes we're doing. Damn, thanks, Rue. Bought when I could. So far, really great. Stop calling me Max. Did I call you Max? I didn't mean to do that. What's up, OG Crypto? I didn't mean to do that. My bad, bro. OG. Treat this like they're building the film Ready Player One, tokenized assets. Buy, baby, buy. Consensus of the market sentiment on ZBCN seems to really be exploding. 100%. Hey, Max. Strange to see you on the other side. Man, that's funny. Whoa, what happened? Okay, there we go. They are communicating via the Hebrew calculator, like the Simpsons XRP conspiracy videos. I saw somebody doing that. That was pretty interesting. ICP easy as 1, 2, 3, baby. You know, baby, you and me, girl. ABC. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Nah, all that stays on the Patreon. Maximum crypt. Max is causing chaos out here, bro. Causing chaos out here. Jasmine will not. Oh well, that's up to you. That's your thoughts there, bro. That's your thoughts there. Type Age of Aquarius into it. Okay, yeah, let's do that. If I can spell. I think that's another Saturn one. 6633. Lines right up with Saturn. 66663333. Oh, another thing that is interesting, right? XRP, XDC, XLM. Same resonance, really. Same numbers. 1414, 55, 44, 1313. So, which is 4. 4444. Same ones. They could have picked any letters, but they chose these. I think Zebec is close to it. So there's this one, which is what they were called, which lines right up. But what they're called now is the now lines up with Bitcoin 45186318. They could have chose any letters, right? Isn't that just interesting how that just works right there? But yeah, guys, we got to the end of our comments. A nice 3-hour show. In the chat for afterwards, if you can put, let's put, what are we gonna put there? What do you guys think? What should we put there in the chat? Let's put Sam. Yeah, let's put Sam in the chat. Because Sam came up here and he's the Zebec CEO. Let's put Sam in the chat for when not the chat, but the comments for the video after this, after I close off the chat, because it helps spread the video around, guys. Thank you so much. What are you using? What's the link to that site? Okay, yeah, I could drop that in OG Crypto right quick. Let me see. Gematria calculator. It's Gematria Calculator. I love this site, and he actually does YouTube videos too, connecting different things. Freak offs. Yeah. Thank you, Anthony Hall. Yeah, let's put in freak offs. Let's put freak offs into the chat. Not this chat though. To the chat of the comments of the video. Let's put freak offs in there, bro. That's exactly what we need to put in. Thank you, Anthony Hall. Oh yeah, that's perfect, bro. That's perfect. Type in freak offs, and I know that you watched all the way to the end. Oh man. Oh, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Actually, like before we go, what do you guys even think about that whole situation, right? Maybe we should do like a whole after hours where we talk about stuff like that, right? That whole situation is just something to me, bro. You need to see this breaking. Yeah, maybe we should have a whole like kind of after hours show. I don't know. That's something to think about. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, though. DTCC names Ripple and XRP and Stellar, XLM for settlement. Found the hidden liquidity blueprint. Okay, love it. Love it. Yeah, in the YouTube video afterwards. Thank you guys so much. And I'm out. Peace.